Kaden Elliss, obviously a far cry from Idaho to New Orleans, but you're glad to be here, right?
Yes, sir. I'm psyched. This is super great opportunity.
You know, I know you looked at this and you heard your name called. A lot of guys say, I'd rather wait till free agency if I'm going to get picked late. You didn't feel that way at all, right? You liked hearing your name called?
Yes, I loved it. And, I mean, the Saints only had 5 draft picks, so it wasn't one of those teams that had 12 and would have passed on me. You know, the fact that they took the opportunity to choose me and say that they wanted me to come here and try to make this team, that meant a lot. So I'm very excited to be here.
You know the history of the game for good reason because of your father having played in the league for nearly a decade. How much of an advantage do you feel that gives you over others who are coming in for the first time?
You know, it's just great getting to see my dad growing up, watching him go through the whole process. You know, he played in the league for 10 years. Was on staff with the Broncos for 2 more years, and just kind of getting to hear some of his wisdom and his advice. And even the other day he was telling me, like, hey, I've been thinking about it a lot. If I could do a couple things over, here are a couple of them. And he was just kind of getting those little bits and pieces of information. I mean, it means a lot, and I'm very blessed to have a dad like him, you know.
You look at your own skill set. What do you see as your strengths at this particular point that you bring to the table that might enable you to stick around here?
You know, I think I can do a lot for the team. Any team that, you know, you can try to plug me in anywhere. I'm going to do my very best at whatever you're asking me to do. And I think I have some different skill sets that allow me to play multiple positions. And whatever they ask of me, I'm going to do. And I'm going to do to the best of my ability on special teams and on defense. And I'm going to go out there and I'm just going to fly around. So, yeah, it's just a blessing to be here.
You like playing with a hand up, a hand down? What do you like, man?
I like both. You know, right now I'm learning with my hand up, and I love it. In college, I played some hand down, and I love them both.
Yeah. Last but not least, history of the New Orleans Saints. What do you know about the history? Have you studied it all? Did you know anything prior to being selected by this team?
I mean, some of the stuff you're telling us today about, 1961, 1966, I didn't know about that stuff. But, I was just talking to some of the guys. You know, you watch all these Super Bowls, and they kind of blur together, forget about them, but I remember exactly where I was sitting in my friend's house watching the Super Bowl when they came out in that second half and kicked that onside kick. And that is a game that I remember, and we're watching it again in there right now. So, it's an awesome place here, and I'm so excited to be part of it.
It's great to have you here, Kaden.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Pleasure.